and welcome. I don't know why I started it there.
No, I'm on board. I'm
Oh, you
interested.
want me
No, I'm just interested to see where it goes.
Hello, and welcome to the thesayswhopod podcast with Kat and Tit.
Hello.
Hello.
How's
How
it
you
going?
doing? I'm not good at accents, so I'm not going to keep this up.
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah, we are recording this on the day
On the day the news broke.
that the news broke.
The Doctor Who news broke.
So,
And I would like to share this story with you, where last night I watched the episode for today's review, which you'll know by the thumbnail is Father's Day.
Right.
And I was sat sobbing, because this story makes me sob my heart out every time. There's never a time I can watch this without crying. And I feel like that was in preparation for today.
for your morning.
For what's to come.
Yeah.
Or what was to come.
Your morning.
Yeah. So yeah, to be honest, I have nothing left.
Well, this will be a fun episode. High energy.
High energy.
Well,
I do feel quite on good form, considering.
on the bright side, it means we don't have to do any news up top here.
Oh, stop it. The
Um,
news segment, that just won't be happening anymore.
that's going to die a death, isn't it?
We're going to switch the news segment to Doctor Who recommendations segment.
Cat recommends.
Mm-hmm.
But it does mean we can get stuck straight into this review, which, as you say, is we're looking at Father's Day.
We are. I do have a hot chocolate for anyone who wants to know.
In fact, so many people went, oh, thank God.
Thank God I know this.
Thank God.
The beverage of her choice today is hot chocolate,
She's
and I
got a hot
needed to know
chockey
this.
on the go.
Yeah, it's a comfort. Aero, you know.
Also, if you do hear any chomping, that's Gibson having his dinner.
The issue is my cat, you have to watch him eat or else he doesn't eat. It's like a protection thing. Very common with pack animals, just to say. But he feels safe when I'm watching him drink or eat.
Are you trying new podcast topics that we might be able to branch into now? There's going to be no new Doctor Who.
If you want to know how to identify birds by their feet,
Yep.
any kind of cat lore,
Or your beverage of choice.
or my beverage of choice, at least we can start our Cat and Tip watch.
Cat Tips Film Club.
Yeah, our film club where I haven't seen any film ever, and Tip sit down and watch that film and then do a review on it.
Well, we are still going to be doing the podcast.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Obviously.
Well, yeah,
we still are Doctor Who. Maybe Doctor Who's the friends we made on the way.
But fret not. You might not be getting new episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You get new episodes of the Thesayswhopod podcast.
Hell yeah.
Every week, baby.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck into. Of course, we're doing this because this Sunday is Father's Day.
Yeah.
In the United Kingdom.
It is.
So obviously we've got to do this story.
Yeah.
Is that you just remembering that it's Father's Day and that you would have forgotten to...
I have no idea what you're going on about, to be quite honest with you. I'm a fantastic daughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you said that it makes you bulge your eyes out.
I bulge my eyes out every time
she
I watch
bulges
it.
her eyes
I
out.
bulge my eyes out.
What do you think of this story?
Okay. This might sound dramatic. However, I think it's a masterpiece.
I don't think that sounds dramatic.
Cool. I think it's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a perfect episode that kind of incorporates the strengths of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Incredibly timey-wimey.
Mm-hmm.
Incredibly character-driven.
Mm-hmm.
The drams. Incredible scenes.
So, sorry, is this a new A24 film with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya? Because this brings the drama.
Fantastic design. Can we just... Okay, and I'm going to put it here and then we'll leave it and pick it back up later. But can we just appreciate this being like around the mid-series mark, right? And a giant reaper swoops down and eats the Doctor. There and then.
Well, we will.
By the way.
We will get to that.
Yes, absolutely. And then the characters are just like, oh, okay. Rose is like, yeah, time to dissociate because just met my dad. He's supposed to be dead. I lie to his face pretending things happen when they actually don't because I want to make him think that he doesn't die. I have an argument with the Doctor. He comes back. We're kind of okay. We make up. Then he sacrifices himself for all of our lives. And now I don't know what to do. So I can't help. I have no idea. I'm way out of my depth. The Doctor isn't here. TARDIS is gone. I'm just going to sit and dissociate. And fair. So you asked me what I thought of it.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible.
Something that I wouldn't say slightly undermined your very articulate points there.
I kind of forgot that I was talking on a podcast for a second because I dissociated as I was trying to think of what to say. So I don't actually quite know what I said.
It was lovely.
Thank you.
Very articulate, very...
Not like me. Yeah, cool.
Like... very... Yeah, I felt it. I felt it. Only slightly undermined by the fact that you sort of ruffled your hair just before you started talking and had two little antennae. But other than that, 10-10.
I turned into Chantho for a second.
I also love this story. I think it's what I was thinking about this when I was watching it last night. I think it's one that, as a kid, I probably kind of glossed over.
Yeah, didn't appreciate as much, yeah.
Because, the Reapers are cool, and, like, there's some cool, like, wow moments in there.
But it's not kiddie, like...
Yeah, it's a very mature
situation.
Story.
Yeah,
it's a very character-driven story, emotionally driven story. And it's not got monsters and battles in space and all of that sort of stuff going on. It's very grounded. It's very low-key. I wouldn't say it's low stakes, but it's very contained. Within its narrative. And the stakes, even though it's alluded to that this is happening all over the world. We never see that.
No.
And it's only in this church that we're witnessing all of this from. Which I think massively helps it. Because it feels very personal. It feels very...
It is. It's Rose's story, isn't it?
Yeah. I think... So, let's start at the beginning. And we'll inevitably jump straight to the end.
Yeah, because I really want to talk about Jackie in this opening.
Okay. Well, hold off on that for a sec.
How? That's the start.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant 80s Jackie.
No.
I thought you were going to talk about her hair.
Jackie. Sorry, did you watch it last night?
Somebody's had a hot chocolate. Yeah, okay, go on.
Because I think it really resonated with me differently for the first time last night. I think it's brilliantly written, and I think the transitions between Rose absorbing all the information that Jackie's giving and then Nine and Rose kind of carrying out kind of what she's saying, like going back in time, etc. I think all of that, it seems really seamless, and it isn't jarring switching one to another, so I really appreciated that. But I appreciated that anyway. What my newfound like point where I was like, oh, that's really interesting, is I know that Jackie has the photo album out for Rose and they're kind of reminiscing and stuff. But I don't know if this is just me personally, but what Jackie was saying to Rose with how young she was, I felt was really heavy.
Yeah.
Do you not think, like, a bit, I feel like Rose isn't quite mature enough to be hearing what Jackie's telling her.
Yeah. It's heavy.
It is heavy. And I know that Rose has issues surrounding that anyway in her adult years, like at 19 years old. Obviously that's not fully formed, but, as she's getting older. And then watching that back again, I was kind of like, geez, Jackie really, this is heavy. And Rose is just kind of sat there absorbing. No wonder Rose has this kind of urge in her to go back and try and stop it. Because in her mind, she's still Rose as a child, you know? We're still all trying to heal that inner child. And what she would have been processing and reflecting and mulling over for the next, 10, 12 years or however old she's meant to be, that's going to stay with you. And when you've got the opportunity to go back and change it, regardless of, go through that, because you would want to go back and change it anyway. But yeah, I was just like, Jesus, it's heavy.
And I think that also plays into the two things that really stick out to me as an adult watching this story are the tragedy, how interesting and how tragic Rose mythologizing Pete.
Yeah.
And she's, you've got that scene where they're in the flat and she's sort of talking to the doctor and she's this, the price of the bowling and we used to, he was so clever, he had all sorts of jobs and all of this stuff that she's grown up with, as if she knows him, as if she has any real memory of him.
Contrasting with Jackie outside the church.
Yeah. But also the idea that, she feels so close to him.
And connected,
despite
never
really meeting him.
Well, she didn't. She was a baby in arms.
She's a baby. She's not consciously
understanding that's her dad,
Yeah. So everything that Rose knows and loves and feels towards her dad
comes from Jackie.
And I think that's really interesting in itself. The second thing we'll come to in a bit.
Okay.
Because it's my favourite element of the story.
Okay.
And it's a little bit later down the line.
Okay.
So we won't jump ahead too early.
All right. I have also a new ultimate favourite, or one of my ultimate favourite things about this episode as well, that happened last night. That comes later on and I want to talk about it. But I feel like you're going to appreciate it as well because it's a direction thing.
All right. Okay. I do want to talk a little bit about the direction in this. Because Joe Ahern, the man you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, we open with that
Rose and Jackie.
Flashback, I guess.
Well, it is flashback.
Sort of cross-cutting between that and Rose and the Doctor.
Yeah. Going back in
seeing
time.
Seeing what Jackie's describing.
Yeah.
The conflict between Rose and the Doctor that sort of comes out in the story is nicely seeded.
Yeah.
In that first scene, where she's sort of saying like, so can we go back?
Yeah.
And he's like, where's this come from? She's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
And it's
that's what I want to talk about. Straight on the defensive. But
because it's obviously so
close.
Tender.
Yeah.
It's very raw. And I think the way that Chris plays that next bit where he's like, because what did she say? Oh, fine, if it's against the laws of time or something, then don't worry about it. Like,
and he went, no.
And he's like, no, I can do anything.
Yeah, your wish is my command, but be careful what you wish for.
Well, it's the bit I'm just worried about you. That's all. And it's like, I half believe that he is. Well, no, I do believe that he's looking out for her. But it's interesting to me that line is like, no, I can do anything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay, because I want you to adore me. I
don't necessarily read it as that.
I think it's a bit of him showing off. Right. I think it's a little bit of that. Bit. Yeah, like the start of the end of the world, where he's going, we can go 100 years. Yeah. That's a bit boring though. Yeah. I think it's a bit of that, like because all of the Ninth Doctor's like sense of self-worth and validation comes directly from Rose.
Yeah.
So, I think him being able to be like, no, I can do this for you. Like, I'm a good person, right? I'm okay. I think subconsciously that's sort of feeding into that.
Right.
I think he also does genuinely want to do it for her because he cares and loves her, and but I think it's that interesting moral grey. And there's another scene a little bit later on with the Doctor that I think some people argue that it's one or the other, and I think it's way more nuanced than that. I think both things are true.
Now I want to know what the scene is.
Okay,
let's go.
We'll jump forward slightly. It's the scene in the flat.
Yeah.
Where,
for the first time, you're not the most important man in my life.
Yeah. I think there's a kernel of truth to that.
Yeah.
I think part of it is a jealousy.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same. There's a jealousy, I think, underlying in how he berates Mickey.
Yeah.
Earlier on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think there is a bit of a.
You've got to remember he's
an ego.
I agree with you, because you got to remember he's damaged, and the way he is healing himself is with Rose, and Rose is damaged, and the way that the way that she was filling that void and healing that was with the Doctor.
Yeah.
So they're both codependent on each other and each other's sense of validation and healing and togetherness. So when she's now distracted with her dad and she's saying all the amazing things about her dad and things like that, and the Doctor stood there like a spare part and is like, okay, so when I said it travels in outer space, you didn't want to know, and then I said it travels in time, and she's like, it's not like I planned it. And that whole scene I was watching last night, I love that scene anyway, but last night in particular I was like, ooh,
there's some juicy conflict there.
Yeah.
Because, I think the Doctor is, I think he's rightly pissed off.
Mate, I'd be fuming.
Like,
he says multiple times at the beginning, we can't let them see. We can't do anything. You can be here, see it happen, be there for him, kind of heal that little bit for you, then we've got to go. She couldn't do it, and she goes, can we try again? His face, all over his face, he's going, no. But his love for her and his willingness to want to support her and make her be okay and do this for her, he's like, fine, I'm going to bend the rules, but these are the conditions, you can't break it. And she goes and does it anyway. And
she kind of spits in the face of his rules,
And I think, I know that Pete later on says he figured it out, right? But I think he knew from that moment where she ran and stopped it happening, and he saw the Reaper come, he knew from that moment there's only one way out of this.
See, I don't know. I think he's really in uncharted waters there. Because I don't think he realizes that things are going to go
quite as bad as it is.
Yeah, like, because the whole scene where he walks into the TARDIS.
Yeah.
That feels like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I feel like he takes one. When he realizes what's going on, he takes one thought and he's like, I know how this is going to end, because that's why he spends so much time trying to figure out other alternatives, because he's still got this inner conflict inside him where he wants this to work out for Rose. Yeah,
and he doesn't want to put her through it again. Yeah. There's some really great character work in this. And I think it's interesting that they do so much with the Doctor, because he's not in it loads.
No.
He's, obviously he disappears at a certain point, but it's later, it happens later than I remembered it happening.
Yeah.
But for the majority of this, you spend it with Rose and Pete and Jackie once they get to the wedding.
And which I really love.
Yeah.
Because it's that bittersweet moment where Rose is seeing what life was actually like.
Well, we'll come to that. I'm going to rewind us back to the plot, because we're jumping all over.
I know. Timey-wimey, mate. But this is the thing, and this is the thing that I really love about this episode. It's so timey-wimey.
How do you mean?
Like, it's not timey-wimey in the sense of they're flying all over the universe and different times and stuff, but this feels like such a time travel episode to me. Like, such a sci-fi time with, like, obviously, like, all the looping, the reapers, the things like that. It feels so, like, enriched in time travel.
See, I think we've got different definitions of timey-wimey, you know? Because you say this... There's a few times where you've said, oh, this is really timey-wimey.
Yeah.
And I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I don't agree.
Okay, what's your definition of timey-wimey then?
For me, timey-wimey is that Moffat-y fucking about grandfather paradox, and we're jumping about, and you only... Blink is obviously the first example. How can you know what I'm going to say it? Well, I've got a transcript.
But
how can you be reading aloud from a transcript that's still being written? I'll go it in the future. I'm a time traveller. Like, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's timey-wimey.
That's what timey-wimey is to me. This is just a time travel story for me.
But I have different categories of what Doctor Who is in Doctor Who.
What Doctor Who is in Doctor Who?
Yeah, because I have Doctor Who that's a Doctor Who episode where... where they've travelled in time.
Hold my mic. I'm just going to close this window because there are children shouting. Yeah. But keep talking.
Where there are... they've gone in the TARDIS. They're on a different planet, like something like Pfizer Pompeii. They've travelled back in time. Something's happening. There we go. That's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That's
generally
that's Doctor Who. And then you've got Doctor Who, which is timey-wimey, which is when something really enriched in time, something that has paralysed time or torn time.
In your head, it's a story that uses time travel not just as...
a mode of transport.
Yeah. Just to get us to where we need to go.
Yeah.
And then that's all
it.
The time travel.
And then alien things happen, like Rings of Akaten, and what else have we got? Pretty much like fucking probably like 70% Doctor Who. And then you've got like your timey-wimey ones, your time ones.
The ones that actually play with the concept of time travel.
Yeah. That's what timey-wimey means to me.
Yeah, okay.
Because, as we all know, and let's say it all together, I'm not really a sci-fi person. So this probably is a normal time episode for you, and what you consider a sci-fi blah blah blah.
I mean, I think there's timey-wimey element. I don't know. I think it's difficult for me to associate the phrase timey-wimey with something that's not got Stephen Moffat's name on it somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Yeah, but see, when I think of, and this is going to sound so strange, because I combine and group things all the time, and that's how I read the world, right? Yeah. When I think of Moffat and like Moffat's writing, I also think of like Robert Shearman. Like, I feel he is like, when I consider Stephen Moffat and his writing, I consider him one of like sci-fi greats. And like Robert Shearman, sci-fi great. Paul Cornell, sci-fi great. So, like, those three people kind of, like, merge into, like what I...
sort of similar styles and subject matter and stuff.
Yeah, and,
I can see that,
and writing and stuff. So, this episode feels very timey-wimey, which is also what I really consider Moffat to be timey-wimey. Right. And the same with Rob with, like, Chimes of Midnight, and Paul with Father's Day. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's my formation.
Yeah. I can see what you're getting at there. Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, this feels really timey-wimey for me. Also, because I'm better now because of the projects I've been working on, but I'm not very good with, like, sci-fi because I'm not, like, a sci-fi person. So, like, when we discuss time travel...
The plot mechanics.
Yeah, the plot mechanics. And yeah... Like
the science behind it.
Yeah, getting my hand around like different spaces and like paradoxes and how you can loop things together and what it means and how to make it make sense within this universe that's so distant from me. Like, that also plays a part in it as well. And that's why I get really excited over those elements of Doctor Who, like those Doctor Who episodes, because they feel the furthest from me. So I can enjoy them and get really stick my teeth into them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means. I can't remember where we got here, but I'm just telling you facts now. But that's what it. So that's what.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's rewind back to the start, and we'll go through the plot. So, yeah, Rose says to the doctor, "Can we go see? No, there was no one with my dad.
Yeah.
When he died.
Yeah.
Can we go in? I want to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure he doesn't die on his own,
mm-hmm.
which is really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like you say, it is the kind of thing. If your best mate's got a time machine, you're gonna ask, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You have to ask.
You've got to try and like.
What when you don't ask, you don't get, do you?
I mean, our options are therapy or. You know.
Yeah, but he's got a magical blue box. Who's wasting time on therapy?
Yeah. Can we go a bit like therapy costs a bomb, man?
Isn't it?
Mate's got a TARDIS.
NHS waiting list.
You nick us back to the 80s, and I'm just going to go and try and resolve some of my daddy issues by being with him when he dies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think even the fact that when you were talking about like bending the rules, it's been established that there was no one with him with Pete when he died. And Rose says, "Can I go back and be with him?" So even that's rewriting history straight like from the get go. Them even being there
is dangerous. You know. Yeah.
And I know obviously every time the Doctor goes back in time or wherever rewrites history because he wasn't air quotes originally there. But this time they're not just sort of standing witness and whatever.
They have manipulated with time,
changing something that is fact.
Yeah.
Like Jackie said to Rose, there was no one with him.
Yeah.
He died alone.
Yeah.
And now their plan is for him to not do that.
Yeah.
Rose obviously, can't bring herself to do it and just gets wrapped up in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really nicely done actually. Throughout that you never see him get hit by the car.
No.
Either time.
No.
And it's almost more impactful that there's no big stunt. He's not like flying over the bonnet.
Yeah, no.
There's no like.
I think that would be
injury.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, but I think it obviously happens in other.
Yeah, but I think for how raw and kind of intimate this story is, if you then see Pete smash on a window screen and roll over, that's distasteful.
Yeah, I agree. And it is also a family show still.
Yeah. 6 p.m. on a Saturday. So
I think that thing of the vase smashing is a beautiful little bit of like a visual indicator of what's happened.
Can I tell you my favourite visual indicator for it?
Go on.
It's Rose when she's stood up against the wall and she's been crying and she has her mascara drops on her eyes because of how she's been crying and it settled on her cheekbone, and she's crying saying, and then hearing the sirens and saying, and by the time the ambulance got there she was dead. It's too late. Yeah. Can we try again? And the continuity with her still having her tear mascara when she approaches Pete and goes, "What are you doing? That car was going to hit you," or whatever. And and I love, she does look a bit crazy because she's obviously, it's affecting her way more than you could possibly know, especially as Pete's standing there with some random woman who's got mascara all over her face saying you could argue that it's like, yeah, well, if you nearly watch someone die and you just pull them out of the way, you might be a little bit hysterical.
But it's already dried.
But it is already
she's
dried.
Fine. She's not crying at the time.
No.
So if she'd seen someone almost get hit by a car, go, "Oh my God," started crying, run, save him, not crying anymore, and the mascara's dried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really, really love that. I think that is just perfection.
Yeah, it's
like, it visually is so impactful.
And I think just the performances from Chris and Billy in those first few scenes, you really see the Doctor's
soft,
sort of like, almost like, ironically, almost like paternal sort of instincts and like care and this whole thing of like, does she say something like, I don't know if I can do it?
Yeah, she goes, I don't know if I can do this. And he goes, you don't have to.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But this is the last time we can be here. And I think it's that, he's trying to be comforting, but it's also, that's the pressure of like,
you have to,
this is it. Now or never, like make or break moment.
The nice thing also about this, and this is from Billy's performance, is if we're jumping back a sec, when the doctor's in the flat with Rose and she goes, it's not like it was some massive plan. Hop forward to when she stood up by the wall. You can see that her moving and running genuinely is a split second flight response.
Yeah, it's instinct.
Yeah. 100%. But it's so subtle, but you see all of the mechanics,
you see the thought,
happen in real time, and then she's darting off, and that makes it so much like more.
No.
Yeah, no. But it makes that performance later in the flat so much more like grounded and believable. That this wasn't some plan. She genuinely, in that second, every emotion in her body went,
yeah.
And she just ran.
Yeah,
and she pulled him out of the way.
Even...
And then and you can kind of see it in her eyes when she's looking at Pete like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the doctor's just stood there at the wall like...
The brooding. When it's like, you and the boyfriend on a lift, it cuts back, you get that musical thing like, dong. It's just Chris there like
stood there, head hanging.
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there's all those lovely little bits as well, like where we see them at Jackie and Pete's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lovely, lovely little beat. Obviously, it's very like sort of played for laughs with him forgetting her name and her being like, oh, if it's good enough for Lady Di, all of that. Yeah. And you've got the doctor sort of sat there snickering.
Yeah.
And then, but Rose is like, I thought it'd be taller.
Yeah.
Like, and
she's processing.
Yeah, but also immediately sets the scene for you're not who I thought you were.
And then later when she learns more, and I love, we will jump to it, but I need to say it here because it's relevant. I love it when that all unravels.
No, we got to save it. We got to save it because that's going to be...
Stop bringing it up then.
It's in the whole story.
I know.
Really well foreshadowed.
I know it is. Paul Cornell did a really good job. I know.
Blame Paul.
I know. Oh my God. This is the hardest episode not to jump ever.
So yeah, Rosa saved Pete.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I like also, before we move on? And the fact that Nine doesn't lose his head.
How do you mean?
He doesn't instantly go in all guns blazing, how dare you, blah, blah, blah. Like, he is really quiet about it. Because
I think to me, that shows that he's angrier than...
That's what I mean.
And
that's what I really like about it.
Like the silent, like he's seething.
He's seething because he stood there in the flat and Rose is getting really excited about all of the things and just... Also, love the little bit that I noticed, like properly noticed last night, which is like solar panels, solar energy and stuff. Pete Tyler created or was like found in solar energy? Is that like a thing?
Well, that's an interesting point, isn't it? Because later on it's like, oh, you know, he's not going to change the world.
Yeah, he literally has plans of solar panels and stuff in the flats.
Yeah.
Which is really nice beat considering they do portray him and he is the wheeler dealer.
He's the Del Boy.
He's the Del Boy. I don't know where my next meal is going to come from, all of that. But he literally has plans for solar energy there because he is intelligent and if he just applies himself, he could do something. And I think that's really tragic as well.
Yeah.
Because he almost didn't get an opportunity to do the big things, which we later see in series 2 because he can do it. So that's gutting as well. Yeah.
I think the scene in the flat.
That's the next scene anyway, so let's just go there.
With Rose
and Nine.
You know, going round being like, oh, all these little bits.
Yeah. And, it crushes my heart. Because she's that 7-year-old again.
Yeah.
That we saw at the start. She's not mature right there.
Her as
she's a child. She reverts back.
And the doctor's just
stood there, silence.
Yeah.
And he's
just
still,
taking it in.
He's still ruminating. This is the only reason why you're with me. And that must be really hard for him because he's thinking those thoughts and she really is a saving beacon for him.
And it's like,
do
you actually care?
Yeah, was all of this and all of our relationship that has come out of these however many episodes really all been leading to this moment? And now where do I fit in there?
He feels betrayed.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, and I think it comes out because I think he's been it's been here, and then his first line after it's all happened
is that
I did it again. I picked another stupid ape. Like it's almost like
his venom. It's venomous.
Yeah, it's venomous. Yeah. And they're sort of back and forth. He almost, I wouldn't say he calms down, but like it's not as full of venom. He tries to kind of level with her.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
my
whole planet died.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it never occurred to me to go back and save them?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do this.
And I do like Rose's rebuttal where she's like, he's not going to become a leader of anything. Like, he's not going to do anything. And he's like, but he's just an ordinary man. That's even worse.
Yeah.
And another really nice beat is watching the Reaper pick off seemingly unimportant people first. They're just doing their washing, hanging out the washing. They're just on the street with a bottle of cider. They're just all of these people that were alive, who were ordinary people, are dying now because that one man who was supposed to die is still alive. Yeah. And I really like that, that beat.
I think it also plays into the bit later on with the Doctor speaking to Sarah and Stuart and the whole, like, I know we're not important.
Yeah.
And that whole scene, which is a gorgeous beat.
It is, yeah.
I think that's because I watched this twice last night.
Yeah.
I watched it the second time with the commentary on.
Yeah.
Because it was Paul Cornell, Phil Collinson, Billy, and Sean Digwell.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to hear those four chatting. But that scene was a Russell scene.
Oh, was it?
Russell wrote that.
Yeah.
And I think it very much sort of ties into his vision for the show.
Yeah.
I think especially in that first series. But it's nice that it ties back the Doctor being like, he's just an ordinary man. That's the most important thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then later down the line, it's I've never had a life like that. Like you're not unimportant.
Yeah.
You are important.
Yeah.
And there's a real sincerity to that message, I think, both from
Russell and Paul.
Both from the Doctor, but from the writers and from the show in general. I think it really sort of encapsulates that sensibility that they try to instill in the show, you know, and it's a motif ongoing that comes back a lot.
Well, even to this day, even till last year, up until last year.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the whole argument of Rose being like, you're not the most important man in my life now.
That really hurt me last night. And I don't know why it hurt me. I don't know if it was not me personally, but like it hurt. And I don't know if
it stings. It's that same venom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Doctor gave it out with the ape, and Rose came biting back with "You're not important." 100%. But you know what? I really liked as well. Rose's. I know how lonely you are. You'll just stand there outside of the TARDIS, and I'll keep you waiting there a long time. I was like, you little bitch.
It is the...
Yeah.
Speaking of, Kat did just slap the table.
Yeah.
But she's also got her feet up on the table. So if you hear, like, bumping and knocking around in the edit...
I haven't even moved my toes once.
I've been watching you.
I haven't been moving my toes.
You've been
No, I haven't.
You have. I've been sat here watching you. Look.
What?
The laptop lid's shaking.
That wasn't even me. That is. Yeah, but you're making me laugh. My toes aren't moving. My toes aren't even moving.
We'll see in the edit, won't we?
Sorry, guys. You girls just trying to get all nice and comfortable, talking Doctor Who with you all.
I did it again. I picked another
stupid
ape for us to podcast with.
No, wait. I had a point and I distracted me.
Yeah, it's venomous. It's spiteful.
Yeah.
It is a kid lashing out at their parents. Yeah. And I think in that moment, you go, oh, she is 19.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is something that I think you forget for a lot of it. But yeah, certain moments.
But this is also really important to do with their dad. If it didn't revolve around her dad now being alive and the novelty of that and something that she's literally been ruminating and dreaming of since before she can remember.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have said those words. This is all coming out of pure emotion. Like, I feel like even if she was 30, she'd being where she is mentally in that position.
Yeah,
like,
she just goes straight back into it. Yeah.
She just said it.
And I think also it's the threat of him being like, this can't happen.
Yeah.
And it's the threat of, don't take this away from me. What do you mean this can't happen? What are you going to do? You're going to kill him?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I've got him back now.
Yeah.
Like, this is all I've wanted. You're threatening it.
Mm-hmm.
Piss off, basically.
But he also responds in exactly the same manner with, come on then, give us your key. The TARDIS key, give me it now.
Yeah.
So
if I'm so unimportant.
Yeah, give me it then. So they're both, it's tit for tat.
Yeah.
Hers comes out worse because people go, 19-year-old women, isn't it? That is a lot of it. But he's just being as petty and spiteful.
I think what it is she's in the midst of reliving and dredging up all of this trauma and these feelings. Quite deep-rooted issues that she's got surrounding her lack of relationship with her father, and as we said, all of the stuff that Jackie's sort of poured onto her about Pete, that she's built up this story and this sort of myth in her head.
It's really sad as well when you reflect on it, really quickly, from Jackie's perspective as well, because it shows how lonely she is too. Yeah. And she has to watch Rose grow up without Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, so Rose is like in the middle of dredging up all of this quite deep-rooted trauma that she's got within her. And the Doctor is broken. Yeah. He's a broken man. And he's I think it's the same sort of fragility or sensitivity that he has in stories like The End of the World and that scene on the deck where she's going, well, where are you from? And he starts getting defensive about it, and then he loses his rag. Yeah. But in that scene, Rose recognises that, okay, I've
hit a nerve.
Clearly hit a nerve here. Finds a way to sort of break the tension. Yeah. And then he kind of responds with the whole sorting her phone out. And it's sort of his way of going like, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not actually going to say it because I'm all brooding and northern.
I'm all brooding and northern.
But
yeah.
Here, she's like, no, don't. Like, what are you trying to say? What? My dad should be dead? Yeah. That's what it's meant to be? Like, how and there's a real sort of reaction. Yeah. And that's why it blows up, because the Doctor's quite fragile on the surface anyway. And he's thinking that he's been used. Yeah. To, that she doesn't actually. Again, it's not about seeing the universe. It's what the universe can do for you. Yeah. And she bites back, and they kind of match each other for like, fine.
They match each other's energy.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not important. And he's like, all right, give me the key then. She's like, you'll be waiting for me. And he storms off. Yeah. And he's like, all right.
They have a row.
They do have a row.
Boyfriend trouble.
He's not my boyfriend. What's everyone keeps telling me boyfriend? Because you're in love.
Oh, God. I did wonder how long it was gonna. I thought when I said that he's got a paternal care about her that you were gonna challenge me on that.
I'm not going to, because do you want to know why? Because last night, for the first time when I was watching it, I could see the paternal relationship, or a paternal.
That's the first time you've seen a sort of paternal relationship between.
Yes.
Neither of us.
Yes. And I thought, wait, I haven't finished my sentence.
I just said interesting.
Interesting. That was the first time. And I saw it, and I know that there's that connection there. However, they're still in love, so don't even come for me. Don't care. Don't want to hear it. They're in love. It's not platonic, it's a romantic relationship, which develops over the course of series 1 and comes into fruition properly, visually, and obviously in series 2+. Thank you.
I was actually about to say, I think there are both paternal and
romantic
and a deeper sense of love that's not.
That's more complex.
Yeah,
and nuanced.
That's not as simple as like romantic love or familial love or platonic, or I don't think you can kind of pin it. I think they have a real like
destined,
connection,
deep-rooted love and connection.
Well, I don't really believe in any of that, but
well, I agreed with everything you said up until that last comment.
No, I don't believe in destiny or fate or like.
I know, because you're boring. And you don't live in a world where you need delusion.
I do, which makes it all the more difficult because my brain goes, no, still not going to let you.
Yeah. Well, maybe you need a fortune cookie. And for those who listened to last week's podcast will get it.
We'll get fortune cookies for next week. Maybe that can replace the news segment.
Yeah, all right, and we can see how we can pin it to Doctor Who. Oh my God, I'm going to start writing fortune.
Right, before you start talking about, I'll lead you down a rabbit hole of fortune cookies. No, I think there's both. I think there's a romantic thing there. I think there's also a sort of paternal thing there. Yeah. Which
they can coexist.
If you wanted to sort of, apply some Freudian pop psychology to it. Yeah. Rose has
daddy issues. Yeah.
And maybe it's not a coincidence that...
Of course it's not a coincidence. I've been saying it since we met each other.
I've never disagreed.
I know. Oh, sorry. That was forceful.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jesus.
No.
No, I think there's a... Yeah, and it makes that whole thing of, like, the Doctor feeling like he's being replaced. Yeah. Hit all the harder. Yeah. So we get all of there's some really lovely beats in this with, like, I really like the Bermuda Triangle bit. Yeah. That's a great little thing, and it's very like Back to the Future with his mum fancying him and that sort of like. But before it can go anywhere near there, Rose is like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, you don't even know where there is. There is so not. And poor P's just stood there. You know that meme of just the man standing there?
Just like...
He's like, you know how to flatter a guy, don't you? Rude.
Yeah, there's some really interesting bits in there. Also, like, when she first introduced herself and she's like, I'm Rose. And he's like, coincidence, that's my daughter's name. Like... Yeah, there's some really interesting little bits in there. Yeah.
And there is to come as well, but I'm not allowed to talk about them.
That seems so simple. Yeah. But it really, I don't know, it really sells it. Yeah. And I think throughout the script and the performances, particularly from Billy and Sean Dingwall. Oh, sure. And Chris.
And Chris, yeah.
But I think, because at the heart of it is that relationship, those two.
Oh, do you know, the best thing is, it really bugs me when shows and films try to convince you that people are a family when they don't resemble, when they don't have that kind of chemistry, when things that they're supposed to share is inauthentic. I can 100% get on board that Camille and Sean had Billy. I think somehow Billy or Rose, sorry, looks like Jackie and Sean and Pete, and they look like their family.
In fairness, Sean and Pete do look quite similar.
Shut up. Mate, when I tell you Sean and Pete, no,
They're
but
the
I think
spit of each other.
But I think family wise, I think this, like, Doctor Who does a really good job at making Jackie, Rose and Pete look like they're from the same family.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you can absolutely get and feel how even a lot more in this episode, because we see many sides of Jackie in this episode. But you can absolutely see that Rose was brought up by Jackie. And you know that if she was brought up with her dad as well, she'd have elements of her dad in there. But you can definitely tell that she was brought up just solely by Jackie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's all the more commendable, particularly for... Because we've spoken before about how Billy and Camille...
Chemistry is insane, yeah.
Yeah, and you completely believe that they're mother and daughter.
100%, yeah. Like, it's gold, that is, yeah.
And you get the same with Billy and Sean here, which I think is even more commendable because he's not the right age to be her dad in real life.
Yeah.
So what you were saying there about, like, when shows are really trying to convince you that there's that connection.
Yeah.
It's nuts that you just immediately go, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's testament to the script, but the performances of those two.
Yeah.
And the chemistry and just the...
Back and forth, isn't it?
Yeah. It feels real and raw and really natural. Because Sean Dingle's only about 10 years older than Billy. So,
really? Smart.
Yeah. So it's weird that you buy that without it. And obviously it's time travel and da-da-da and all of that. But I don't know, I'm never sat there going, oh, it's weird because they're like not massively dissimilar in it, you know.
Yeah.
Which is funny because when Jackie then comes and goes, her father... How old are you? 12?
Yeah.
I have a feeling there is exactly 12 years between them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I really appreciate that. And throughout, they're phenomenal. Like, genuinely so good. When we get to the church, I mean, there's some nice little bits with, like, Pete putting on the radio and the streets coming on and Rose checking her messages, and it's the first phone call from
I
Graham
love
Bell.
that so much.
And all these weird little
inconsistencies.
Anachronisms. Anachronisms?
Anomalies?
That's the word, isn't it?
Anomalies.
No, like anachronism. Anachronism. Yeah, and then we get to the church, and you have that scene between the three of them.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I love that scene so much. Camille's performance, she is the most irritating,
like EastEnders
Jackie Tyler ever. And you know what I really love? So I was on Twitter the other day and I was reading Jamie's tweet about the difference between Russell writing Doctor Who in 2005 and Russell writing Doctor Who in 2023 or whenever it was. Was that when 60th anniversary was? It was here, because it's 60th anniversary. And the 2005 era being your dramas and kind of your more character-driven EastEnders kind of plot situations. So I was reading that the other day, and then I was watching this and was like, Jesus, we stepped onto Wolford.
Yeah, it feels very, like I say, it feels very grounded.
Yeah.
It feels
I love it. That's not a slate to it. That's not negative. What saying am I trying to say?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's not a negative thing.
Yeah.
Because I love EastEnders anyway, but I feel like it is.
There's a moment in the commentary where they're talking about it, and Phil Collinson says there's something about this. I don't know. It feels like an episode of EastEnders or something. And Billy goes, she goes, I was thinking more like Ken Loach. He's like, oh right, yeah. That's sure.
No, but it feels so human, and that's exactly what I'd expect from that group of people on that street corner.
Yeah.
I think I really love Camille's performance. I think it's absolutely spot on. But I also love it, and not love it in like I love that this is happening, but in the realms of entertainment. Poor Rose's
the realms of entertainment.
But Rose's life completely crumbling around her because she's had Jackie feeding her all of these wonderful things that her dad did, and how, you know, business savvy is, and then you've got Jackie going, all of your failures, you're a failure to Rose, you're all this, all that. And Rose is just there like, stop it, you're meant to love each other.
Yeah.
But I buy it. I buy that that's coming from her 7-year-old self going, stop it, Mum and Dad are fighting, and I've never had to experience this before.
And it's that mythology crumbling.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that obviously Jackie wouldn't tell her.
No. Like your dad messing around with what's-her-face under a duffel coat.
Obviously, I mean, we said the stuff that she's telling Rose as a 7-year-old is pretty heavy anyway. She's not going to be like, and then he was shagging a cloakroom attendant. I don't know. I think it's that, for me, the Rose's realisation that she's
been told
literally views her dad through rose-coloured glasses.
Yeah.
And everything's sugar-coated and sanitised.
Yeah.
And
it's romanticised, isn't it?
It's romanticised. And I think it's... And that's often what we do when, when somebody dies, like after they've passed.
Yeah.
You remember the good things.
Yeah. I mean, I remember so many conversations that I had when I was younger to do with certain people, and then growing up and then hearing other sides.
The truth.
Yeah. When you're older, because they think, oh, you're old enough to understand this now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I really wish that I didn't know this piece of information, and I wish that I could forget so that I could go back to living in this idealistic world where they were kind of perfection. And although that's not, ideal,
it's I don't know how healthy that is.
I'd rather, there are so many things that I really would rather not know, just so that I could have a clean, pristine image of this person. Because even if, because who I'm talking about passed away when I was about 7, and then hearing things from other family members when I'm 20 odd or something, and I'm like, I'd rather remember me, the memories that I still have from being so young, and the tiny little memories that I can still visualise in my head, I'd rather keep those and not even think of what you've just told me there. Because I can't quite deal with that.
For me, I don't know. I don't like the sanitising and the... I don't know. It feels a little bit... What's the word? Disingenuous, I think. And I like that this story sort of says, he was kind of a bit of a screw up.
Yeah.
And he made a lot of mistakes, and he's not this perfect, idealised father figure.
Yeah.
And the fact that Rose sort of has to come to terms with that.
Yeah.
And shake off this, sort of monument that she's built, that she thinks Pete is going to be, and him kind of not living up to this impossible standard that she's set for herself, but also
set for him.
fueled by Jackie's stories about him.
I think what makes it even harder, but that scene even more brilliant, is when Pete's kind of like, what was that like? And Rose continues what Jackie has done all of her life.
Yeah.
And make up these stories, because I don't think that story would have come out of her if it wasn't for the stuff that Jackie was saying.
I don't know. I think that's...
In that conversation, there's her trying to make Pete feel like he's okay and like he's a good dad. There's also her kind of projecting what she would have wanted as a kid from him onto that, and then it's formatted in a way where I can imagine Jackie having a couple of wines and coming into Rose with the album ready to talk about Daddy again. That's what I think, that those three make up that dialogue.
I always get the impression that it's more because obviously she doesn't have an answer, then she's having to make it up because he wasn't there. And it's I think it starts with her being like, yeah, you are a good dad.
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
You're
of course you are.
There.
You know,
you didn't miss a bedtime story.
I think she gets
so carried away,
in the fiction of it and being like, this is what I wish I had and this is what I always dreamt of having. And which brings me, we skipped forward.
It's fine, just can't tell me.
No, tell me. No, we're going back.
No. By effortlessly got us there.
By skipping about 15-20 minutes of the episode, yeah. So we get there, and then we get one of the best lines in Doctor Who history.
Go on.
Get in the church. Yeah, the Reapers.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the Reapers?
I really love them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're such a great Doctor Who like alien. I really like the like silhouette of them. It is.
Yeah, it's a really cool, unique design, isn't it?
Yeah, because like when you think of the connotations of what a Reaper is, you think of Grim Reaper.
Well,
Devil.
I've got some trivia.
Yeah, that kind
about
of thing.
The design later.
So when you see the silhouette of it, you 100% kind of get like dragony, beastie, hell-like situation.
Yeah.
Like, was it one of the gargoyles?
Oh.
Like, like that kind of thing.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gargoyle. And then Slay. And then its like body opens up ready to come absolutely like...
Yeah, just like...
I can't think of the word, but I had it on the tip of my tongue. Consume you.
Mm.
But you know what? Actually, you know what? You know what I will say about them?
What?
They're awfully polite. And I'll tell you why.
What?
Because when it gets its body and goes... it covers you with their wings, so you can't see your loved one getting completely demolished by this beast.
Absolutely. It's so polite.
That's
and
polite.
Not because the bill didn't have the budget to...
CGI it.
Yeah.
I think they're just awfully polite.
Not because they couldn't put out a man being devoured and having his intestines ripped out on BBC on 7 p.m.
No, they're just really polite.
Yeah, very polite.
Can we then talk... Sorry.
So, the Reapers appear.
Yeah.
Later on, the Doctor explains that they're... Bacteria. So
Which...
there's a wound in time and they're bacteria here to sterilise the wound.
Oh my God.
Such a great idea.
I love it so much. That is like, again, a fantastic concept for a Doctor Who episode. Mm-hmm. And something that you completely buy. And I wonder why they haven't used the Reapers in any other story. Probably have in expanded media. You can tell me?
I don't know if they have, you know.
That feels like something that is... There's wounds all over time and space.
And
I understand that this is very particular and this is like a very particular thing that's happened. But I feel like you could... Like, they kind of use Blink and like Weeping Angels a lot. on things. I feel like you've probably got maybe spread out 3 different Reaper stories. This one, and then maybe one from Moffat, and then one in the Chibnall era. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're so far away from each other that you can get away with it.
Yeah, I guess so. I just don't know what you'd do. Like you say, it feels quite specific to this story.
You can cook something up.
Because
you can cook something up, 100%.
I think the thing that... So, I've seen in the past people argue that it's a plot hole that they haven't shown up again.
Right.
And I want to run this by you.
All right, go on then.
Because I don't know if I'm misunderstanding their complaints or if I'm misunderstanding the plot or whatever.
Well, let's discuss it then.
It's my understanding that the reason that they show up here and that they haven't showed up for other times, that because the complaint, from what I can gather, is that like, oh, just because time's been changed, the Reapers show up.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that the reason they show up when Rose saves Pete and changes time is because it's weakened by the fact that there's 2 versions of the Doctor and Rose there.
Yeah.
So not only is she rewriting
history,
the air quotes proper timeline by saving him,
but
she's rewriting the second time that they're just there, and that leaves it open.
Yeah, because they did an extra shot of the Doctor and Rose looking at Rose run across.
Yeah, and then they disappear. Yeah.
And that's 2 different timelines converging on one another. Also having the Doctor and Rose see another version of themselves, and there's a big time disruption with Pete remaining alive. All of those cracks and the weakness of time situation that's going on.
There's a paradox there, because the first version of Doctor and Rose don't then go to the wall. She has a cry and goes, "Can we do it again?" Yeah. Because they just disappear. So how does the second version get there? That's always my understanding.
And they also do reference that. The Doctor explains that in the church.
Yeah. So, okay. Because I don't know if I've ever spoken about this before. I've always worried that I'm completely misunderstanding. Because I've seen a few people go, well, why haven't the Reapers shown up again? Like, it's a massive plot hole. Yeah, they've only turned up for that one story.
But it's completely different circumstances.
Yeah. So...
Because it's not just time change.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Fine. So that's why I think it's very specific criteria for them to turn up.
But I think that you've absolutely got 2 more stories where you can do a plot like that. Not like that, but create multiple different time disruptions in one story.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's too specific and would end up feeling like you're repeating.
Not if you've got a Moffat or a Shearman or a Cornell to do it. Not if you timey-wimey it enough.
Yeah.
I think you've absolutely got at least... Listen, right? We've got a Midnight ×2, number 2. If you can bring the Midnight Creature back, you can bring the Reaper back for one story.
Yeah, but the Midnight Creature... Like, the Midnight Entity exists. It doesn't need to be brought into the world by a very specific set of circumstances.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I think that you've absolutely got at least one more story in there with...
I'm not saying that they couldn't turn up for another story. I'm just saying, like, I think there's plenty of cool things that you could do with them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the circumstances for them to even, like, within the internal logic of the universe, for them to even be there is very specific.
Yeah, but all it would really take is a paradox and something catastrophic being changed. That is something that needs to happen.
Yeah, but would it not need to be that there's 2 sets of a person there and then the time, like, the thing gets changed? And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, well, I mean...
Like, because if it were just like, oh, a paradox happens to be there every week.
No, yeah, but it's... Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is bring back the Reapers. I
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying I don't really care.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just someone be intelligent enough to figure it out. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't me.
Yeah. Didn't ask you to do it though,
That
did
was a
I?
bit quick. Thanks for that, mate.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm going to stand here and hold my hands up and say if anyone could do it, it'd be Tipper.
I was going to say challenge accepted, but I'm busy. I'm quite busy.
Doing what? I'm kidding.
Putting up with your bullshit mainly.
I was kidding. What? Sorry. What do you do all day?
I'd leave the mouse mat, but I'm worried you'd cut yourself. Yeah, so the Reapers are great, and I think the images of them, like them like scraping on the side of the church, and
you can hear the brick crumble.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
and
what a sound!
The silhouette, like the shadows through like the
window.
The windows.
Oh, the stained glass windows. Yes.
So good. Like it's really, really moody.
One of my favourite scenes with the Reapers is Mickey in the playground. Yeah. Watching the Reapers pick the kids off one by one, and I was there waiting for him when the shot comes and you just see him swing back, no one's there,
a good shot.
And he runs. Yes.
Yes. So good. Yeah. And it's so simple.
So simple.
Such a simple shot.
Yeah.
And I think we'll talk about Joe Ahern. I really love his direction in this episode because there's not a lot that's like flashy or like spectacle.
No.
It's just really
intimate.
Simple, but like but really symbolic with so even just little things like when they originally go back and land in the 80s, you get that sort of panning that tracks from the wall round, and you get the street. On the side of the road on the street. And then the second time they come back, you get exactly the same shot, but they're obviously already stood there. Yeah. And just the repetition there, so simple, but like really effectively goes,
I couldn't imagine.
We're back again.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that done a different way.
Yeah.
It seems obvious, doesn't it?
It seems obvious, but also I don't think it necessarily is.
That's what I mean.
I think he just makes it seem like he's got a knack for making every shot seem like it's the only way that shot could ever be done. Yeah. There's something really, and I don't know what it is about. I'd love to chat to him because I think all of his episodes are like beautifully directed. And I think he really gets to the heart of the emotion in his characters. Like I think he works really well with actors, and they seem to respond really well to his direction and his kind of style of directing. But then also you've got these gorgeous shots. Go on.
Can I show you my favourite shot? Now we're talking about gorgeous shots, please.
You can show me your favourite shot, yes.
I screenshotted it because I wanted you to see it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because this is probably... Remember when I said earlier, this is my favourite shot out of the whole episode?
I'm curious to know if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Jackie holding Rose and coddling her, because that's the reality. And then older Rose hugging Pete, because that's her ideal. And they're both stood next to each other just to the side.
That's really nice blocking,
and they're both holding each other, and that's Rose. And all about the themes of healing and her mythology of Pete and all of that.
That's great. How that is not the one I was thinking of. I'd never even properly clocked that.
I clocked it last night and was like, that is one of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen.
That's great.
How gorgeous is that?
The one I was thinking of is Pete looking out of the window. I really like those window shots.
Yeah, me too. And the reflection so that you can see what's going on outside.
Yeah, of the car going and disappearing. Oh. And I like that the first time you get it, it's the Doctor and Pete, and you see that the Doctor clocks it. Yeah. And he goes, it's the same car, it's in a loop. Yeah. It's going to keep being in a loop. And you see it on his face, nothing, don't worry about it. Yeah. Which then obviously comes back round later on. Yeah. But I love that when Pete's looking out, it stays on him. Yeah. Like the shot stays for a really long time.
It does,
and you don't get that in TV. No. Like it doesn't,
No, I know. I'm holding it.
I will.
I'm holding it. Sorry, I've got my arm up because I need to
Kat
say
sat
something.
with her hand up, and I'm like, yes, I will
Yeah,
come
because
to you.
I know, but I've got something that helps with
Okay.
what you say.
Yeah, and just that it really puts the trust in Sean Dingwall to really carry that and be like, you will show, like, we're not going to show you realizing it through cuts or through this. It's you. It's your face, fill in the frame.
You're gonna have to act.
Yeah, and he does. Like, he really, really sells it. And I think choices like that are really bold, like really simple directorial decisions, but really bold, actually. Yes, Kat, I believe you have something to add.
I do. So, and this could be my memory not being correct, but I think it is. So, when Rose is talking to Pete before he goes to the window, it plays Rose's theme. Then he's up at the window watching it happen. And then as he realises what he needs to do and makes the decision that he's going to go out and get hit by the car, it plays that music.
I don't think it is. I think it's Pete's theme that plays.
No, because that exact motif from that...
No, not the little string bit. I mean, the before he gets up, I'm pretty sure it's Pete's theme that's
because they played that exact same motif in Part of the Ways when Rose is talking to the doctor, and she goes, "Rose Tyler, you're a genius. If I could just cross my own timeline." Yeah. All of that, it's an exact same motif, and I was really...
The string bit,
Hold on.
Yeah. No, I'm on about the bit before.
Hold on, but that's
what I'm saying. I don't think it's Rose's theme. I think it's...
Hold on, I want to show you. But that is the bit in the Part of the Ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got
both sections are in Part of the Ways.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there were two different pieces of music. Apparently, it's just Pete's theme.
Well,
because I thought there were different parts.
It's on the soundtrack release.
Yeah.
It's that both of you've got that piano and string bit.
Yeah.
And then you've got that repeating like ostinato. That's all in one track.
Right.
But it is just called Father's Day.
Right.
So...
But they do reuse it in the Part of the Ways, don't they?
Yeah. But my point is, it could technically be considered two pieces.
Yeah.
And that it's just been named Father's Day as like Father's Day Suite on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Or it might just be two sections of the same piece. I don't know.
Anyway, I noticed it. And I really wanted to tell you because it parallels something that happens with the Doctor, and I thought that was really nice. So they use it with Pete and with the Doctor in relation to Rose when she's pouring her heart out. And I thought I did something. I thought I cooked there, and I was really excited to tell you, but it doesn't matter because it's...
Well, no, because you've recognised two sections of music that are also in Part of the Ways.
Yeah, I just wanted to impress you.
I am impressed.
You're impressed.
I mean, you did think it was Rose's theme for a bit, but...
I don't... Yeah, you see, I should focus on the music a bit more and learn things, but I just don't. I hear pretty music and I'm like, yeah, I think that's... no, I'm not even going to try and...
Pete's theme.
Yeah.
One of my favourite pieces of music from this series.
Me too. I didn't know it was Pete's theme.
Yeah.
I thought it was Rose's, or one of Rose's. I genuinely just thought she had a couple. Yeah,
no, this is the one that crops up.
Because it's used everywhere, kind of. Okay, maybe just in like 2 episodes, but that also... Okay.
It probably comes back in Rise of the Cybermen as well.
Yeah. What you've got to understand is I watch Part of the Ways all the time, so sometimes it feels like all of that music is also used across the whole series because I watch it all the time. Does that make sense? It's the same with Doomsday. I hear the Doomsday...
That you're like, oh, I hear this loads, and it's just because you watched that episode loads.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I'm like, oh, that's Rose's theme, and because it plays everywhere. No, you just watch that one episode all the time, so it feels like Rose's theme.
There's also a really cool, like, little bit that, again, I think it pops up later down the line, but I couldn't tell you which episode. Where Rose gets the key out of his pocket, and he's like,
yeah,
oh, we can do, and it's got this like breakbeat kind of like almost like rave thing going on.
Yeah.
But it's just like a straight, and you get that,
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's like I think they're saying that. I think they're saying that commentary. It's like a 90s like James Bond kind of thing that they've got going on. Yeah, gorgeous music.
Yeah.
Really restrained as well. Like it's really just. It feels like it's just setting the mood.
Yeah.
And then you do get those big emotional bits where Murray kind of like
releases,
ascends.
Yeah.
As he does. But yeah, gorgeous music. I think the direction and the other shot I was talking about is just after Pete's had the realization looking out the window, and then it cuts to Rose in the foreground,
dissociating,
profile, just staring off, and it's like such a gorgeous shot. And then you've got Pete out of focus,
coming towards,
just walking down, so good. Like you didn't need to frame it like that,
but it's portraying exactly what it needs to, isn't it? It conveys it so well.
I realised we've skipped over quite a lot of the plot bits here. You all know the plot.
Everyone knows the plot, of course they do.
The doctor getting eaten it's like a...
Oh, God. Shit. I remember when I was a kid and I screamed. I know, what a disastrous thing to happen. The doctor being eaten by a reaper. Oh. not me having a boiled egg.
If you want to know the context for the boiled egg comment, please go to patreon.com/thesayswhopod. Give us £2 and you'll find out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like atmosphere, I think, in this, and like we were saying, the stakes are high, but it's grounded and it's fairly sort of low level in terms of Doctor Who's usual shtick. You know, the thing that I teased right at the top of the episode. My favourite concept in this is Pete knowing that he has to die. Because he knows that Rose is lying about how he was as a dad. And him
it's heartbreaking.
Like it's so tragic for him to hear those things and go, that
wasn't me, love.
That's not me.
I wouldn't do that.
That's the bit that hits me like a sledgehammer.
I bought my eyes out.
His realisation of I've got to die. His quiet sort of just acceptance of it. And this idea of Pete that Rose has, this idealised version that he's her hero and he would do anything for her had he been there. It's not real. It's not. It's fictional.
It's not real, but
the fact that
he sacrifices himself.
He does sacrifice himself.
And he says, I wasn't a dad, but let me be a dad now. And that's his saving grace.
And he, in that moment, he is the hero and he would do anything for her. And it's so interesting to see.
He didn't show up for her or couldn't show up for her in the little things that she says, like bedtime stories and picnics in the park or whatever she says. But he will show up for her when it means, like, when he has to. Like, or if he had to in the big stake things. And
he you know, I think in that moment he shows, like you say, he is a dad. He does he steps up to the plate. And really proves himself in the I guess the biggest way that he can, really. I've got a little bit of trivia about it later, but that line of like when Rose says, oh, it's my fault, and he goes, no, it's my fault.
I'm your dad. It's meant to be my fault.
It's my job for it to be my fault.
I think that was really sweet.
Like, you can see him being like, he does step up to fatherhood. And you know, whether that's because of the situation that they find themselves in, that it is, you know, sort of life and death and all of that, it doesn't really matter.
No.
It just matters that he does it. And he is there and he is a dad. And there's that beautiful little bit just before he goes.
And he talks to Jackie.
Yeah, and you have that moment where he's like, look at her, she's ours, and you know,
and Camille's face.
Like it's so interesting because it's almost like in that moment I don't know how she does. It's like her face changes.
It does.
From
No, it does.
the EastEnders Jackie that you were talking about earlier to the Jackie that
we know.
We know. Yeah. It's really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's all through the eyes,
yeah,
by the way.
Camille.
It's face performing.
Through her eyes. Yeah. She's great.
Yeah.
I
can really quickly, can I just break in and say I love it when Rose goes, your hair. I've never really seen your hair like that. She's like, great, a nutter. I just think that's so funny.
You never usually like the mental peak.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, maybe you do.
There's so many great lines in there from her.
Yeah. Funny.
What's that? The world's ending. What do? Cling to the nearest blonde. Come on, Mick.
Yeah. He said, come on, Mick. I don't know why, I love the way that Billy says, I think Mickey just imprinted on me like a mother hen. I just imprinted on Mickey like a mother hen. It's just her delivery of it. It's such like a little, like music in your ear.
That's another little great idea for going back.
For Mickey's clinginess to Rose. I love that. I noticed that like years ago, and that's always been one of my favourite things to come out of this episode.
Yeah. There's just these tiny little details in there.
Yeah.
But that last little bit with Pete.
Yeah.
Of him being like, I'm meant to die. Like, I know I've got to go and do this. But how lucky am I? Like, I got all these extra hours.
Yeah.
Nobody else has had that.
Yeah.
And I got to see you all grown up.
Yeah.
And have this conversation with you and all of this. It's such a lovely moment.
Sentiment, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think, like watching it, you kind of forget that it's not possible for it to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like obviously it's not. And obviously you're watching a TV show. But I think it's so it's testament to how grounded and how like sobering the whole thing is.
Yeah.
That you kind of forget that time travel and paradoxes and time loops and all of that aren't like, you just because you buy into the character and the emotion and the drama of it all.
I don't always buy it with Moffat's era, but particularly with Russell's era, I always feel like Doctor Who is our reality plus a TARDIS with time travel. Yeah. That's how grounded it feels.
That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah.
As close to our reality as possible, but there's one blue box.
Yeah. It does feel like
how close to home it is.
Yeah, it's the real world plus monsters.
Yeah.
Plus time travel, plus the Doctor. Yeah, that last little bit of, I never read you those bedtime stories, I never did this, I never did that, but I could do this for you.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking, genuinely.
From pretty much from the church, when they're trapped in the church, from then all the way through to his last breath and watching him die in the road, there's not a dry eye.
Yeah. It is like really like lump in your throat sort of stuff.
There's one thing that we've missed as well before we wrap up, because we're getting towards the end, that I think is really important and something that is potentially missed and overlooked a lot, because it's so minor, but it's really big in this episode when you think of its themes of ordinary people and things like that. I really, really like the beat of, what's the husband's name?
Stuart.
Stuart, Stuart, how his dad gets eaten by the Reaper. I really like it when the Doctor uses the battery from Stuart's dad's phone to be able to get TARDIS key on track and all that. And he puts the phone up in the air and he goes, "Oh, good one, Dad."
Yeah, good old Dad.
Good old Dad. That sends me every time, because it's such a it's not throwaway, because it's not, because they make a point of it, but it's not. His dad wasn't supposed to die, for starters.
Yeah.
But he still is very integral in what could potentially be the resolution.
Yeah.
And I just really love that bit.
Yeah, it's a nice little
especially because
beat.
it comes after the talk of, well, we don't mean anything, we're not important.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's just such a beautiful
also
moment.
that little bit in that we're not important scene.
Yeah.
Where they're saying how we met, and he's like, my dad always used to say.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And it's there's some really lovely beats in this. Some really funny beats, some really like just human, emotional. Well, not even always emotional, just like
genuine, isn't it?
Yeah. And I don't think there's an episode that quite taps into it as well as this does.
Yeah.
Even just a lovely change as well. So obviously Rose is with Pete whilst he dies.
At the end, when Jackie changes her story, is that what you mean?
Yeah, and it's not a hit and run driver. Pete just ran out.
Yeah.
And he stopped, and he was only a young kid.
He was 17 years old.
And it's his life has changed now for the better.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, there's an argument there of like, well, he would have done a hit and run.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Rose going back and changing time.
Because I think because it's Pete's fault. Because Pete runs out
so he stops
this version.
This time, yeah.
Whereas before, it's his fault because he's not looking and he just runs him down.
Right.
There's the argument there of like, well, he would have gone if it was his fault. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's saved somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And Pete dies with the knowledge that he doesn't die on his own.
Yeah.
He's had this extra time with Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he dies with a bit more closure, I guess. The same as Rose is getting closure.
And it helps her to process and heal with the situation.
Yeah, I think it
helps her tremendously being able to see her dad how he is, her family and her life as it is, and then seeing him die in that way, in a different context, and not on his own. Like, it's very healing for all parties involved.
Yeah.
And it's also helpful for Jackie as well, because she remembers someone being there with him as well when she couldn't be.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice
ending.
It's just a tiny little tweak.
Yeah.
Because he still dies.
Yeah.
It's a few hours later.
Yeah.
But he still dies, and
everyone comes back to life.
Everything's restored. Yeah, everything else is unchanged.
Yeah.
Apart from, it's not a hit and run.
Yeah.
He wasn't on his own, and it just slightly sweetens the story.
Yeah.
And takes the sting out of it a little bit. You know.
There is one thing in this whole story that isn't believable.
Go on.
There is in no way a baby in that baby carrier when Jackie picks it up the way that it does and runs into that church. You just see it tips. It's like diagonal. Into
the Reaper's jaws.
Yeah, like, literally.
No!
She picks it up. You see that it's empty because it's just black and hollow inside, and they run into the church. And it makes me laugh every time because there is not a child in there.
Something I thought about this time round.
Go on.
So Pete dies on the day of Stuart and Sarah's wedding.
Yeah.
Right. But he dies before the wedding.
Yeah.
In the original timeline.
Yeah.
Do they still get married?
I mean, I guess so.
Like.
Probably.
Do they still have their wedding even though
Pete's dead outside?
Their close mates just been struck down by a car?
Weddings are expensive, man. Probably.
Yeah. But all in all, pretty bloody good.
Yeah, I guess it's like a 10 out of 10 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah.
I'd say
one of the strongest episodes of series 1. Oh, okay. I'm going to put this to quote. I'm not going to answer it, by the way. But you are. Father's Day or Dalek?
Oh, you bastard.
The two best writers of series 1.
I'm going to say Dalek, because it also does really interesting emotional character beat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a big pepper pot in it as well.
I've got a big Dalek in it.
Yeah.
So the Dalek beats the Reaper. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But also, like, I'm just going, like, before, I think, when I've ranked Series 1 episodes, I've got Father's Day at about 4.
Really? What do you put before Father's Day, then? Partner of the Ways?
In some
Order.
combination.
Dalek, Partner of the Ways.
It shifts.
Yeah.
Dalek, Partner of the Ways.
Yeah.
And Child Doctor Dances.
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that just speaks to how strong Series 1 is.
Yeah.
That this could be that far from the top.
Yeah.
Because in other series, this is storming it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
It's a beautiful, beautiful episode. Yeah, I'm interested to see what some people thought. I think it's one that sticks with you, and I think it probably affects you differently depending on where you are in your life.
Oh, 100%.
Both age, but also what's happened to you.
Yeah, 100%.
I know people we've spoken to have said when I became a father, it really affected me, or people have said when I've lost one of my parents, or you know. Yeah. But would you like a bit of trivia?
I would absolutely love some trivia.
Okay.
Go on, give me some of that sweet triv.
That sweet, sweet trivia.
On the trivia section that we do every week.
We do every week, and we call it the same thing every week, of course.
Of course. Would you like to introduce our trivia?
Yes, this is our trivia section called I Did It Again. I picked another stupid title.
I love that. How many times have I been like, oh my God, these bloody... That you cooked.
Thanks, babe.
Well done, King.
Appreciate it.
Slowly.
So, both Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper have named this as their favourite episode.
Yeah, I can see it though, because it's drama.
Yeah.
It's like, it's acting, it's performing, it's juicy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see it. I see that.
I mean, I feel like, I know we have said this, but I feel like I've not highlighted it enough. Billie Piper's performance in this story.
Award-winning.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Like
ridiculously good, yeah.
If any of the naysayers from, like, oh, Billie Piper, she's a pop star, what's she doing? She can't act. If any of those naysayers were still saying that after watching this episode, there's something wrong with you.
No, they don't like Billie Piper.
Well,
that's what it would be.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
She's
fantastic.
Incredible. I got a working title for this story.
Go on.
Wounded Time.
That kind of slays.
It's not as good as Father's Day.
Oh, no, absolutely not. That kind of slays it.
Yeah. So, Russell T Davies originally intended for this episode to be a small budget-saving character piece, but Paul Cornell suggested the addition of the Reapers,
right? Which
Jane Tranter encouraged in order for the story to have a monster.
Yeah.
His original idea for the story was that meaning Russell.
Russell's, yeah.
Our original idea for the story was that Rose would repeatedly observe Pete's death in 1987, or the Doctor in 2005 heard the story of the man's life from Jackie. Afraid that viewers would become numb to watching Pete die over and over again, Cornell persuaded Davies that they should invert the plot by having Rose save her dad, creating a crisis in time.
I like that. Yeah.
Which is just the whole story. Yeah. I think it's an interesting idea, the original, but again, I think
the development's a lot cleaner and better. Yeah.
And you wouldn't have that relationship between Rose and Pete, which is the heart of this. Yeah. So the Reapers are never referred to by name on screen.
No, just bacteria.
At various points, they seem to have been called the Reavers, Vanishers, and Loken. There you go. In the original script, Pete died in 1987 after being hit by a lorry in the process of saving a 5-year-old Rose when she stepped off the pavement.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah. The adult Rose saved her younger self instead, triggering the Blinovitch limitation effect, which I think the first thing of that is Mordrin Undead.
Yeah.
The Dr. Rose and Pete retreated to a nearby pub where time was splintering. The building started to display the architecture of different eras while people throughout history appeared. Warriors from Boudica's army attack while the Reavers start eliminating the patrons. When the Reavers created a duplicate of Pete, the Doctor lured it in front of the lorry, restoring the timeline. Although Pete survived, Rose discovered that in the revised history, he had divorced her mother when she was a teenager and was no longer a heroic figure in her childhood.
Do you know what that sounds like? Moffat.
Go on.
Just, it's mainly having them sat in a pub with all different eras and different warriors coming in.
Yeah. I thought you meant the divorcing.
Oh, no. It was the big...
The Reapers went through many designs. Originally, they were going to be men in cowls, like the Grim Reaper.
That's so cheesy.
Literally just... when Russell suggested they could resemble the Gravelings from Dead Like Me, if you want to give those a Google.
Oh, what are these little guys?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so Scooby-Doo, 2000 and whatever. Oh my god, that's terrifying. What is this? What is this Dead Like Me thing? Is it a series?
What is this Dead Like Me thing?
What is it?
It's a film, I think.
No, it says series 1.
Oh, I always thought it was a film. I'm not sure, I've not seen it.
Dead Like Me, Life After Death, IMDb. 2003 to 2004 TV series. Oh, so it's on Prime Video. Sorry. I'm interested.
There you go.
That's all.
At one point, their mouths were tentacles. The original design was deemed too similar to the creatures in The End of the World. I'm assuming adherent to the repeated meme.
Yeah.
Like the hooded like cloaked figures. So they were reworked into something more otherworldly. They were never intended to fly, and there was discussion of how much they should resemble animals as opposed to the Grim Reaper, with the end result being a combination of the two. The final design had a, quote, shark quality, backed wings, and a mouth influenced by a praying mantis, with vulture sounds used for the screech.
Yeah.
Which you can hear now,
yeah. No, they cook with that.
Yeah, it's
100%.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, do you know who was originally cast as Pete Tyler?
No. Let me get Google up, because I'm not going to...
No, you will know this person.
Is it Anthony Head or something?
Simon Pegg.
No!
Simon Pegg
Jagrafest, man.
was originally cast as Pete, but couldn't commit due to scheduling conflicts, so he ended up playing the editor in the long game.
Can I say, though, I'd still buy that.
I could see it. I think it's very different...
Sean's better.
Yeah, I think because I don't know Sean from other stuff.
Yeah, if I knew, because I would be looking at him and going, oh, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I think it'd be maybe a little bit more difficult
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
But
oh my god, Rose Tyler's dad's Morning Angle.
Morning Angle. I can still see it though.
I see the resemblance.
I think he could
do it.
He could definitely do it.
I feel like I did know that and forgot it, because that does ring a bell.
So I'd like to see that in like...
Someone
I'd like to see the alternate timeline where that happened.
Yeah.
In the original script, when the Doctor enters the TARDIS to find the police box interior, the box?
His Doc Martens.
The box falls apart. This was changed for cost reasons, but Cornell has said that he thinks this change was an improvement.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Which I agree. It's just something slightly wrong.
And Chris does a really good way at kind of panicking in the box, turning around and then going Rose and running off. It's delivered really well.
During the filming of this episode, Chris Eccleston's father was undergoing surgery, with the actor travelling back and forth between the set and the hospital. So an alternative version was devised in case Eccleston had to take time off, which would have seen the Doctor taken out of the action much sooner, instead communicating with Rose as a disembodied voice. That
would have ruined it, but that does also explain why it is more focused on Rose and...
I think it was always like that.
Pete. Okay.
I think that...
It's only because you mentioned earlier that you thought the Doctor wasn't in it as much. I can kind of see that if he's back and forth.
It's just because... I mean, Rose is with Pete for most of the episode.
Yeah.
And there aren't many scenes where the Doctor and Pete talk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Doctor's very much sort of on the sidelines. Because, as you said earlier, this is Rose's story.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense. It's not a criticism that he's not in it as much.
I didn't think it was a criticism, don't worry.
Yeah. But then also I think that speaks to Chris's just love of the craft, that it's an episode that he's not necessarily in that much, and he's like, that's my favourite.
Yeah.
That he's just like, that's a good story. So speaking of Chris, he got ill during the production of this episode, developed a cold due to the frequently changing weather.
Yeah.
I think they filmed this around November, December time in a church.
Yeah, freezing.
So it's going to be
Poor
freezing
central
cold.
heating, if any.
Yeah.
Oh, you know they had those little portable heaters.
Yeah,
With-
little or like little heat packs.
Yeah.
No
wonder Rose has her Dalek top on with her distressed Forever Yours hoodie on, with her Boomtown jacket, her jeans, and her boots.
I love how you named the like specific pieces as well.
Yeah, but if you notice, because she's got different shoes on, she's got her like cream suede ones on. I believe that those are boots fur-lined. I believe.
Who's doing the trivia here?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I'll get back in my lane.
Get back in the box, thank you. Get back in your falling apart box.
But I can't, it's falling to pieces.
So for the 1980s stylings, members of the cast brought in photos of themselves from the 80s for the costume and hair and makeup teams to draw inspiration from.
Oh, yeah, because I fully believe Camille looked like that in the 80s.
100%.
That looked way too natural for it to not be plucked straight out of a picture.
Yeah. There's one bit in the commentary. I'm trying to think which scene. It's when Rose and Pete. It's that bit of the the world's ended and you cling to the nearest block.
Yeah.
Like when Jackie comes in, and what I think it's Paul Cornell just goes, "Oh, look at her dress.
Yeah,
it's something else." And Billy Piper goes, "Look at her heaving bosoms."
Yeah.
And they're all like,
yeah.
I was trying to find a politer way of
to say, look at the rack on her. Yeah.
Yeah, bless her.
Mother.
So, interesting little bit here. Late bit of trivia. This was only added yesterday.
Cool.
So, the actor who plays Stuart's dad is a chap called Frank Roselar Green. Fantastic name.
I was about to say, that is iconic.
He also appears in the following story, in the Empty Child story.
How?
Any guesses? If I tell you, you won't have seen his face, but he's not one of the gas mask creatures.
Oh! Is he who Jack flirts with, or he sees his bum or whatever?
No.
Is he in when the doctor's like, has anyone seen anything from the sky recently?
No. Would you like me to tell you? Because I don't think you'll get it. This is niche.
All right, go on.
He's Chris Eccleston's dance double.
Whoa. Why did you tell me that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean Christopher Eccleston had a dance double? So you mean in the TARDIS he's like, I can dance? And he's like,
well, yeah, when you can see his face, that's him. But in the bit where he's...
Oh, yeah, obviously it's not him. But when he's turning around, he's doing... And it's focused on his...
Yeah, like it's
bottom half of his trousers.
the mid-shot.
Yeah.
Or like when he's
his
like
feet in there.
twirling Billy and stuff. That's this guy. Because he's like a really good dancer.
No.
What do you mean?
Christopher Eccleston dances with Billy Piper in the TARDIS. You ruined it.
This is how filmmaking works.
No.
You're going to be absolutely furious when I tell you that David Tennant didn't really play the organ in Lazarus Experiment.
What?
Oh, God.
What do you mean? But we see it. Is he faking?
It cuts to just his hands. It's a hand double.
But I know his hands. I've never noticed. But I know his hands.
You couldn't have said that in a creepier manner.
Yeah, sorry.
But I know his hands. I'd have noticed. I know that man's hands.
Because I really, and this, because I sound like a serial killer, I'm not going to say
it. Yeah. It was decided to apply a whitewash to the episode to desaturate the visuals and make it look creepy and dimmer.
Yes.
However, because I went, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
When it went to broadcast, many fans and critics were unhappy with the choice. The original broadcast version was released in the vanilla DVD release, but the full colour version was restored for subsequent DVD and Blu-ray releases. So
my collection box there, will it have the bright one or the dim one?
No, that'll be the unaltered one. So like not the whitewashed one.
So the coloured one?
The more saturated one, yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm assuming the iPlayer version as well.
So how do I get my hands on the unsaturated one then?
It's in the vanilla releases.
I don't know what that means.
So, you know when they used to do like Series 1, Volume 1, and it'd have like 3 episodes on it? But not any special features and stuff.
My volume one. That one.
Yeah, but if you get you'll have to get the one with Father's Day.
But I've got the one with Father's Day.
There you go then.
That's cool. No? That's a flex.
You got 2 versions. But yeah, so what I mean is, I was like, yeah, it does look quite desaturated.
Yeah.
But this is the unaltered version.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
There's one somewhere where it's really got the colour taken out of it.
I'm gonna get my dad to post it to me. It's under my bed.
Here's an interesting little fact. The character of Pete is partly based on Paul Cornell's own father.
Really?
Who worked several jobs before finding success with a betting shop. And one of Pete's lines, which we mentioned earlier, "I'm your dad, it's my job for it to be my fault," is something that he once said to him.
That's so cute. That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. I've put foreign titles, we've only got one, and I've put it as the penultimate fact, because it's a tad disappointing.
Oh.
It's the Italian title, which translates as Rose's father.
Right, you know how I'm really bad at making titles for my stories?
Yeah.
That's me.
But I'm sure it sounds lovely and exotic in Italian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure
Go on,
it's
then.
beautiful.
Because obviously you would have researched it.
I have, yeah. But just while I'm
Practicing.
definitely not Googling it now, would you like the final fact?
Yeah.
So, Russell T Davies and Paul Cornell debated whether it should have been Rose's plan all along to save her father.
No.
But left this ambiguous in the episode. Billie Piper felt that it hadn't occurred to Rose until after she began her travels with the Doctor.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
I'm with Billy.
I'm the same as you. I don't think it occurs to her until I think it's just instinct and she just runs.
But I think Billy plays it that way as well.
Yeah.
So I'm with
I think it kind of, I don't know, it saps something from it. I think
it also changes Rose's character.
Yeah.
Go on then, give me your Italian title that you've been practicing this whole time.
It's not as exciting as I'd hoped.
Go on.
Il Padre de Rose.
Okay, fair enough. Also, kind of cool that you can say it like that.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't be able to do an Italian accent.
I kind of just, I won't lie to you, very much just sort of made it up on the spot.
Oh, well, you delivered it with confidence.
Story of my life. You know what I'm doing? Deliver it with confidence.
Oh, maybe that should be my motto. Although I have no confidence in anything that I do, so that's hard.
It's the bit from Age of Steel. But
I do it brilliantly.
Honestly, that's how that is my mantra.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Just make it look as though you do.
Okay, fair enough.
So that is the end of. I did it again. I picked another stupid title.
I love it.
But that is not the last segment we've got for this episode, is it, Kat?
No, it's come back by popular demand.
Popular demand. Mainly because Nick went, can we bring that back, please?
And
not just because I like putting comments in and hearing them read out, although I do. But
I miss it. But also, I don't think he even commented on this one.
Ah, Nick, you let us
we
down,
literally
mate.
brought it back for Nick because of Nick, and he'll be listening to this right now, and I don't actually think he participated.
I did it again. I picked another
stupid ape.
I kid.
That's really funny.
Yes, we've got the return of listener thoughts.
Do we do do we do do we do? Yeah, you didn't comment.
Could you give us a little jingle for listener thoughts? I'm going to introduce it again, and you can just scat a little jingle for us. Just make it up. You can have some lyrics in there. You can just beep it a boop through it, whatever you want to do.
I'll try and scat.
All right. We've got the return, Kat.
Yeah.
Of listener thoughts.
It's listener thoughts. I won't ever be able to recreate that.
That was better than anything I could have wished for. That was amazing.
Really?
That's the most musical I think I've ever seen you be.
I locked in.
You really did. There was like real passion in your eyes there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe your future in music is jazz scatting.
I've been trying to
She's a real scat man.
That's my new novel. Okay, listener question.
Oh, God.
Did I say listener questions or listener thoughts?
Listener thoughts.
Okay, good. All right.
I mean, you said listener questions just then. But...
Yeah, which made me scared. Thinking I did a really good...
You'd have to recreate your scat.
I know, that's never going to happen. So who do you think
clip that.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. All right? What are your thoughts on Series 1, Episode 8, Father's Day? I asked. 65% of listeners said fantastic.
As it is.
22% said good.
Okay, so what are we on now? 87%? Okay.
9% said meh.
So that's 94%. What?
And then 4% said not my cup of tea.
Okay, I got the maths wrong somewhere, but...
Oh my god, you're so funny. Is the way, okay, can I just say, he was sat here flipping the pillow really confidently, listening to me in awe of how well I'm presenting, and then he turns around and says, I got the numbers wrong somewhere.
Give it me again. Come on.
Okay. 65% said fantastic.
Yes.
22% said good.
So that's 87.
Okay. All right.
She's scattered again.
I'm just so good at it. 9% said meh.
So that's 94.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 4% said not my cup of tea.
So I was right. That only adds up to 98 though. I'm assuming there's some rounding down there.
Yeah, well, they don't give me points. So I don't know what you want from me, to
They
be
should
honest.
give me points because I got the maths right. Wind it back, guys. Check the tape. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that.
I'd like to know what it is that people are like, nah.
Well, unfortunately, they voted, but they didn't comment, so...
Right, give us some listener thoughts.
Philip Hawkins says...
Oh, Philip Hawkins, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Always been a great episode, but the emotional beats hit so much harder since I became a parent. Last time I watched it, it was through tears at points, which my daughter laughed at me for, by the way. And then I had a smile face. Haha, Dad's crying.
To be fair, that is exactly what my sister would do to my dad.
Yeah. Oh, gas.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I wonder how much it affects you when you've got sort of personal.
Yeah.
You know, if you've lost a parent or you've become a parent or.
Yeah.
You know those kind of parent-child relationships. Mm-hmm. Because it is so raw and real and human. I imagine that
it's a stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second response.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best episodes of Modern Who. Top 10 for me, without question. That was from Red Archer Live, Troy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hard agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Hard agree.
Could not agree more.
Yeah. It's a bloody good episode,
it's
isn't
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I. And that's all I got to say on the matter.
So was my scatting.
And so was my scam.
Is that the end of listener thoughts, Kat?
It is the end of listener thoughts. Don't make me do it again. I did it really well. I did it really well.
Yeah, but it's fine because it's the outro. It can be different.
No, I don't know what to do because I locked in unexpectedly, produced something amazing, and that will never happen again. So don't make me do it because then I look like a fool. So please,
honestly,
please don't make me look like a fool.
If looking like a fool is something you're concerned about, there's 59 other episodes of this podcast that you may need to review.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You are actually incorrect because we had a bonus episode.
We've had
We had 2 bonus episodes. Why didn't you, literally go fuck yourself or something?
Yeah, but in 2 of those you weren't foolish. You have to go listen back to them all, listeners, and tell me which ones Kat is not a fool
we're not going to do that because someone will do that and be like, she was foolish in this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then I'll be like, okay, well, I don't... Do you think I've got an ego?
An ego?
Yeah. Because I don't think I do, but if I did, I think it'd be damaged right now.
No, you do have an ego.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
Everyone's got an ego.
I don't even know.
It's just varying sizes of ego.
Do you have a big ego?
And as they say, it's not the size; it's what you do with it. So,
what do I do with my ego?
You completely skipped over that joke.
Well, I'm more concerned. I don't care about your size. Was that the joke? I don't think I get it. No. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you've got an ego, but just as much as anyone's got an ego.
That makes me sad.
What, do you want to be completely egoless?
I don't know if it's a bad thing.
No, I think if somebody's got a big ego, then that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a personality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like if you had no ego, I feel like you'd have no confidence or self-belief or anything.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you don't have an ego.
Liam.
Well, on that bombshell, shall we wrap up the pod?
Yeah. I really enjoyed filming this one with you.
Oh yeah, but surprise, we filmed the whole thing.
Gibson on camera.
Yeah.
I just want to let you guys know, because I keep saying Gibson a lot. He's my cat. Just want to let
everyone... I was going to say I feel like people know that, but I keep forgetting that any episode could be somebody's first episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Gibson on camera.
You do refer to him as Gibson the cat.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Well, that's his full title.
It is, yeah.
Gibson the cat.
It's only natural that you greet him with his full title.
Yeah. He also has a theme tune, but I'm not going to sing that.
Yeah, don't wake him.
Yeah.
Don't wake him. Because he springs to action whenever he hears his theme music. It's
like if you've seen Phineas and Ferb with Perry the Platypus as Gibson the cat.
Yeah, I've also enjoyed recording this one.
Oh,
I think it was a good one. Yeah. I mean, it helps that it's a bloody good episode.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got things to talk about, and we focused and locked in, and we scattered along the way.
We did. It's the scat we made along the way. Oh no! Don't take that. No. Yes. Well, thank you all for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the journey. Hope you also enjoy Father's Day.
Yeah.
And you're not in that 4% because I will hunt you down and find you. I won't. I'll. I'm just intrigued. Yeah. I'm just intrigued to know.
We just want to know who you are.
I just want to know who you are. I just want to know your full name and address so I can no. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a bit of a fun one.
Yeah. With the not fun episode.
I think we've done very well to make this hopefully a nice, enjoyable, entertaining, fun listen.
Yeah. It's all about the boiled eggs we make along the way. Is that...
Again,
I'm sorry.
No, again, I don't think that's making the cut. So that bit will make the cut, the reference to the boiled eggs.
Right.
But what that's referring to probably won't make the cut. If you'd like to know the origins of the boiled egg reference, you can go over and join us on Patreon, where we've got lots of exclusive content, including outtakes such as Kat's chicken burger and boiled egg discussion. We also have exclusive...
What came first, the chicken or the boiled egg?
We also have exclusive bonus podcasts and audio commentary tracks and other little bonus bits and pieces along the way. But if you would like to get in contact with us, you can drop us an email at thesayswhopod@gmail.com, or you can follow us over on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok at thesayswhopod. But if you would like to follow us specifically, Kat... where can they find you?
They can find me over on Twitter and Instagram at simplykatie_XO. Where can they find you, Tip?
Thank you very much for asking. They can find me also on the Twitter at Son of Biscuit and on the Son of Biscuit YouTube channel, which you may very well be listening to this here podcast on right now. Thank you for joining us. And we will be back next week with what, Kat?
I don't know, because it's not in the schedule yet.
With another episode, which we've not quite finalised. I believe we're going to... That's it. Just improv for a bit.
I don't even know the song. I feel something inside myself.
I really don't think I'm strong enough now. Lovely bit of share.
Share your thoughts on this episode with us by leaving us a 5-star review.
Very good. Very, very sharp.
So, you may or may not have realised that I said during this episode that I'd quite like the Reapers to come back. Well, why don't you join us next week where we discuss villains that we'd like to return?
Yes, we will be doing that.
That's our next week podcast.
That's one that we've been talking about doing for a while.
Yeah.
And
next week's the week.
We had a little spare slot in the schedule.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a topic episode.
Yeah.
You know, we've done some reviews. We had an interview last week.
Yeah.
We've not done a topic in a while.
Yeah.
I've got a hankering for a topic.
Give me a topic.
So, we'll be looking at that.
So we want Doctor Who to return anyway. So let's talk about the monsters we want to return with it.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
Nice link. You're getting good at these.
I know.
These are good.
It's like I'm doing my job or something. I don't know.
I know, for once. And if you'd like more playful bickering, more insightful discussion and content, more scatting, then come back here next week. Same time, same place. We'll see you there.
See you there.
All right, bye.
Bye.